My first guest tonight stars on the show Sabrina the Teenage Witch. You can also see her in the show The All-New Hollywood Squares. Please welcome Caroline Rhea. Look at you. You're all dolled up tonight.
I am.
No one dresses up for our show. This was nice of you. Thank you.
Well, I don't know if you know this, but People magazine called me one of the 10 worst dressed people in America. Thank you very much. And
that's hard. That's one of the 10 out of all Americans. Good for you.
That is really... And what's really sad is I'm Canadian. They have to go to another country to import me for my bad dressing. Well, so now I'm very paranoid. Now I just get my hair and makeup done if I go to Costco. So I'm just going to get groceries later, and I thought I'd be prepared.
Well, did they get pictures of celebrities usually like when they're just headed out to grab a bite to eat, or, you know?
No, I was coming off the red eye, and I was like, and then they're like, gee. And then to totally insult me, I said, please don't take my picture. And he goes, come on, it's a slow day. I was like, thank you. It just gets worse. But it's so funny. When I was on that list, every gay friend of mine called me. You would have thought I'd won the Oscar. They were like, you go, girl. You, Madonna, and Cher. I was like, okay.
That's good. So they were happy.
Yeah. My mother can't say that someone's homosexual. She always says, darling, I think his name is Gary, and I think the R is silent.
That's a nice way to say it.
You know what else is terrible? When I called my friends like to be comforted, I was like, I was in the worst dress, you know, list, and 8 of my friends said, were you wearing your green coat? And I go, no. But thank you.
Oh, this was traumatic for you.
It was terrifying.
Well, you look lovely tonight.
Thank you so much.
How were things? Last time you were here, you were telling us about your boyfriend.
My boyfriend. I just met my boyfriend's mother. Mm-hmm. She's from Chicago. Are you from Chicago?
Yeah, from Illinois, yeah.
Illinois?
Yeah.
He likes to be vague about exactly where he's from.
That's like people who are from Newark, Manhattan.
He has Andy has a criminal record somewhere. I'm always like, well, where are you from, Andy? Oh, here and there.
It's like you say, if you are from Newark, then you're not from New York. And
right.
I'm not from Chicago. I'm from outside of Chicago, so it's Illinois.
All right, back off.
Well,
okay.
Don't bring me into your little chat if you don't want to hear.
I enjoy, and it's Andy, isn't it?
Yes.
I enjoy.
You don't want to get him mad. You don't want to get him mad.
It always starts well, and then I'm on a bad date with the two of you. It's always the way this goes.
This is how we have our dates, by the way. It's always
frightening.
Me, my date, and Andy. It's like that episode of the Brady Bunch where they had to bring Peter along.
And then at the end of the night, they're like, well, I had a really good time, Andy.
Come on, I'm over here. He always gets the gal in the end.
My boyfriend's mother's from Chicago.
Mm-hmm. That's how this whole thing started.
That is it. I'm segueing back. No one will notice. Anyway, she has this. You know how I have a pet peeve. I can't stand it when people call me Carolyn instead of Caroline. We've gone over this, like people calling you Conan and.
No one does that though.
Conan. No. All right, play
People
along.
know my name. I don't know what you're talking about. You seem crazy to me. No, you have it hits your button.
It hits your butt. It hits my butt when people call me Carolyn.
Right.
But she has such a strong Chicago accent. She said to me, she was introducing me to someone, she said, this is Bobby's girlfriend, Carolyn. And I said, you know what, Pat, it's actually Caroline. And she goes, oh, geez, it's Carolyn? I've been saying Carolyn. I'm sorry. I didn't realize. Carolyn.
Oh.
How are you, handsome? Okay.
There's I want to know about, I'm fascinated with the Hollywood Squares, the all-new Hollywood Squares. And I'll tell you why. They get so many celebrities and they put them in that big cage. Yeah. What are you, in a cage? How does it work exactly?
That's on my wrestling show. That's
I'm sorry.
Different.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. That's wrestling with the Hollywood Squares.
But I
have to fix your hair.
What's the matter with it?
Okay, sorry, it was just bugging me.
It's not real. Okay.
Oh, I'm embarrassed.
Yeah.
You're gonna totally.
No, mine totally.
You would have got that David Hasselhoff 2000 real looking hair.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's not mine, but it is real.
Yeah. He got his from Hasselhoff. Look at that.
It's a bad date.
You know what I love is that anyone tuning in for just that second of the show would think, he's had a breakdown.
No.
I'll just check out that, click.
Or it's a hair infomercial. Either one of those.
I am fascinated with the Hollywood Squares because I watched it when I was a kid.
Right.
And I do think, like, I don't know about you, but But I'm just meeting celebrities still, even though that's what I do for a living, is something that's kind of exciting to me.
It's completely unnerving. I was flying in first class, because you have to fly first class or people think your show's getting canceled if you fly coach. And I enjoy first class because the peanuts are hot.
Note to self. Start flying first class. That's well, okay. Well, anyway,
so I'm sitting there and I'm waiting in my chair and I'm all excited, and Sigourney Weaver comes and she sits down beside me. She's like a giant movie star, and it was totally intimidating. And she's like the kind of celebrity where she gives off this aura like, please don't bother me. I'm the kind of celebrity where people eventually say to me, I have to go. Okay? Wrap it up.
Love to chat.
So anyway,
get out of my cab. Yeah.
So as you know, I'm from Canada, and it was right after that movie, The Ice Storm, came out.
Great movie.
Great movie. So sitting next to Sigourney Weaver, I immediately pick up the phone and I call my sister. Really subtle. I'm sure she's not used to this. It's like, and I'm beside her and I go, hi. She's like, why are you calling me from an airplane? I'm like, how's the weather in Montreal? She goes, well, there was that huge ice storm. And I go, exactly. And she goes, oh my God, you're sitting next to Sigourney Weaver. And I'm like, go. She
very good.
Guessed it.
That's very good.
I know. So then, you're trying, I don't know, but you're obviously trying to connect with people because you're interviewing them. But if you're just like, you see someone famous, you want to make that like connection with them. So first of all, I humiliate myself. I'm sitting next to her and I go like this. Don't worry, I'm not going to bother you. I'm not going to bother you. I just want to tell you, I think you're a wonderful actress, but I'm not going to bother you. Don't worry. Do you remember in Aliens when the monster came? Were the gorillas real and gorillas in the like I couldn't even stop myself, and she was just literally like, occasionally she'd like blow cold air on me, like, like. So,
icicles would hang.
Exactly. So I finally I said, okay, I have to make some kind of connection. I couldn't stop, and I go, I'm an actress too, and literally other people on the plane are like, oh. That's so embarrassing. I can't even look over there. And then she's literally like this, and I'm like, and she goes, I go, I'm on a television show, and just completely not responding to me at all.
Had you had some drinks at this point? Because the way you're depicting it, you're sort of falling apart.
No, I was pathetic. I was so nervous because I think she's such a great actress. So then I said to her, I go, yeah, I'm on a TV show. It's called Sabrina the Teenage Witch. And she goes, oh my God, that's my daughter's favorite show. Can I have your autograph? I'm like, no way, sister, it's not going to happen.
Good for you.
No.
You showed her. Well, Sabrina the Teenage Witch, how's that for a segue, is on Fridays at 9 on ABC, and Hollywood Squares, they should really call it the all-new Hollywood Squares. I don't want people tuning in thinking it's the old Hollywood Squares. It's the all-new Hollywood Squares.
Thinking I'm Rosemarie. I like
right.
the all-new. Yeah.
And that's on weeknights. Check your local listings. Good thing I told them about that. So, Caroline, thank you very much for coming by. You look beautiful. Caroline Rhea. Very nice job. We'll take a break. Jesse L. Martin coming up. We'll be right back.